Howdy and welcome. I have to share a funny little bit. What did I do with it? Okay, so I was kind of doing a little behind the scenes before we got on, and look what happened. My tripod broke. I guess a year of coaching from the Carpool is hard on a tripod, so I guess I'll be buying a new tripod. So thought I would share that. And I think it's apropos for what we're talking about this month at Coaching from the Carpool. If this is your first time in joining us, I'm Leslie Hassler with Your Biz Rules Business Coaching. I coach from the Carpool most Tuesday and Thursday afternoons, 2:45-ish, as I get into the carpool to pick up my kids. So this month, it's the month of March, and March has this, if you think about St. Patrick's Day, that kind of green, lucky feel to it. So I thought, I'm going to sneeze and try not to sneeze on with you. I thought I would really tackle what I see so many business owners feeling, and that is that feeling that everyone else is lucky in business except for you. And that's probably one of those moments where you feel the most alone in a business. And it's one of the reasons why I do something like Coaching from the Carpool, because I don't think we talk enough as entrepreneurs, and we share the real stories, the successes, the ups and the downs. And if you've watched this show, you know I've had some downs. Last week was a doozy. But really and truly, I think when you're starting in business, or until you are mature in business, meaning you've got some time under your belt. I have 10 years as a business owner. I look at things way different now than I did 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 7 years ago. Some of it just becomes with age and knowledge and experience in business. But I love this quote from Richard Branson. There are no quick wins in business. It takes 10 years to become an overnight success. And I think that's the truth. And when you look at overnight success stories and people that seem to like hit it big and hit it rich, everyone always thinks that it's instant. And my mastermind group, we're talking about digital marketing this month, and really building that element into a successful business. Well, here's this crazy thing. So most of my clients know and watch Coaching from the Carpool, and they'll come up and they're like, Leslie, how can we, why can't you design a show like this for me? And I was like, well, what you don't understand is that this show, Coaching from the Carpool, which has been very successful, which lots of people watch, which I barely can go anywhere in Dallas without somebody saying something to me about it. So I know people are watching it. Those are all great things, right? But what you may not realize is there was a lot of failure behind this. There was, I think from 2013 to 2016, 2 podcast shows of producing podcast shows twice weekly, at least twice weekly. I think I did it every day for a while, and oh my gosh, that was so much. And then there was a Blab TV show, which I really liked Blab. And then one day Blab just disappeared. No warning, no nothing, gone. And, there's just been a lot of failure, but also a lot of learning that really has me in a good place right now, right? And so some of people might see this and go, oh, that's luck. Well, no, it's not luck, and it's not necessarily timing. It's timing in the market. I think I had heard a financial planner, I'm going to put this down because I'm playing with it. I heard a financial planner say one time, it's not timing in the market, it's time in the market. And I think that's the same thing as is true in business. It's not always timing in business, but time in business. And most business owners run out of time, right? Because they run out of money. So we don't want you to be in there, but I need you to understand that this is a process. This is learning. There's no one way to do it. Your secret sauce and what works for you will not be what works for somebody else. And Even if it's working for somebody else and not working for you, it may be because you just haven't learned the same things that they've learned in their journey. So I always say, one of my favorite phrases is, comparison is the thief of joy. And so when we compare too much and we do this whole, like, they're lucky, they just overnight success, we forget the hard work that goes in behind it. You know, I follow somebody on Facebook, Molly Mahoney, who does a lot of Facebook Lives, and she has a tremendous following, like a bazillion better than what we've got so far in coaching from the Carpool. But she's like, I've been doing it for years, and a year ago it wasn't like this, right? It just took time of being consistent, of repeating things over and over, and not expecting that overnight success. So I think you need to have that kind of realization that for 99% of everyone out there, overnight success isn't going to happen. It's going to take time to actually put the foundations in place to grow your business to that level. Now, I think one of the reasons why we get caught up in this kind of fairy tale story of lucky in business is we don't always have framework. Remember, I was talking about maturity in business and length of time, and how what I know today as an entrepreneur, 10 or 11 years as an entrepreneur, so different in mindset than what it was 5 years ago or 7 years ago. And that has a lot to do with my framework has changed. Like, I see things on a different scale and in a different way of coming together today that I had no idea about in year 1, 3, 5. And so I can give things a little bit better frame of reference. And that's one of those things I help a lot of business owners do, is just get a frame of reference for where you are, where you're going, and what you should be doing to get there. Okay, so when things seem magical and fantastic and, you know, that overnight success fairy tale, I want you to think about changing your frame of reference and really understanding what's been going on in that business leading up to this. Like, what did they do to get here, type of thing, to really be able to see how your business falls into place. I think what I see for so many business owners when it's not working, when things aren't clicking, when there's just a lot more conflict in a business than needs to be, is lots of time, guys, I see business owners doing the right things, just doing them at the wrong time. And that's true for even me. I mean, I know I've shared it before, but when I started this business, the second business, I tried to completely go online. I had no business doing that because I didn't have a proven business. You know, I was trying to go from crawling to flying, all right? And all I was doing was falling in the middle. So just think about these things when you're really understanding that you could be doing the right thing. You just could be doing it at the wrong time. And it really is just a matter of shifting. I will let you know, after almost a 2-year hiatus of really looking at using online marketing to grow my business, we're coming back circle. Like, now we've got more pieces and parts in place to where the numbers are making sense, the dollars are making sense, and I can see that success coming because of what we're going to do. But that's a 2-year difference, right? A lot of things can change in a business in that framework. So that's it for today, guys. Don't look for luck. It's not about timing in a business. It's about time in business. Okay, about putting down the foundations and the frameworks and creating predictable growth so that you can grow into a business and where you ultimately want to be. So let me know, how does that sit with you? Do you know somebody that needs to hear this message? So share it with them. Tell them all about it so we can do that. And as always, be sure to join back here on Thursday as we continue coaching from the Carpool. This has been Leslie Hassler with Your Biz Rules Business Coaching. I'll be talking to you later. Have a profitable week.